Sponsored by Capitec.
Vishing, phishing, and smishing, it's all a big schlep. With times as tough as they are, more and more consumers are falling prey to scams that offer bargains or services at prices that are probably too good to be true. Now, more often than not, consumers are more willing to offer their personal information to bogus bank officials or links that seem legitimate. So, how do consumers protect themselves? We've got Manny van Skalkwyk to help me answer that question and more. Okay, Manny, so please start by explaining what exactly is vishing, phishing, and smishing.
Phishing, for instance, is just a very large targeted approach, usually on email, with the idea that you will provide them with cash or with your information. Vishing is more somebody phoning you. They would phone you and say, for instance, that there's a large debit order going onto your account and would you like to stop it? And of course you will say yes. And they would then start getting information from you in disclosures. And smishing is a message, an SMS message to say you need to provide information, you've won a competition. So it's just with different methodologies how people try to convince you that you need to part with either cash or information.
Now, as consumers, how do we then tell the difference between a legitimate phone call, SMS, or emailed link as opposed to one of the fake ones?
We should always be thinking that this is fraud. If somebody phones me to say they're phoning from my bank, I will just put down the phone. I will phone the bank on the number that I have and say, is there a problem on my account? Because this is what I've been told. I will not respond to any SMSs or to any emails that tell me that they're doing it from the bank. The idea of it to get your information is to open accounts in your name or to take over your accounts.
So how do consumers know what a bank official will never ask for?
Fraudsters buy this data, which has now been leaked or compromised in some way or form. But they will have some of the information, right? And then they will phone you and say, Mr. van Skalkwyk, this is your address, this is your telephone number, and this is your email address. So they provide you with some comfort that they are phoning from the bank. And then they will start asking the questions and say, I know I shouldn't ask you this, but please just give me your bank account detail again because my system just went down. Your bank will never ask you that. Your bank will never ask you the PIN. The bank will never ask you to read back the one-time PINs sent to your phone.
And then do you find that there is a spike in these scams during the festive season as a whole?
Yes, we see a spike of fake websites. We see false advertising. Be wary who you are dealing with. That's the last advice I would, if I was dealing online, I would definitely use my credit card for payment and not EFT because the credit card does give you the opportunity to dispute that transaction later.
Scammers have gotten smarter over the years. It's only fitting that you, as a consumer looking for the best and affordable goods and services, are equipped with the knowledge that will ensure that your money is spent and not stolen this festive season. Until next time, take care.
A call scam is when a fraudster calls you pretending to be someone from your bank. If you're not careful, you could be tricked into giving them access to your account. Today, I'm finding out if people are familiar with call scams. Are you familiar with call scams?
I am familiar with call scams and I know a few people that has been scammed, but personally I haven't experienced it myself.
All right, so what happens is a fraudster will call you pretending that they're from your bank and that there's something wrong with your account. And then they might ask you for a PIN or to approve a transaction in order to protect your money. Slam the scam. Don't be a victim of call scams. If a caller asks you for a PIN or to approve a transaction, end the call immediately. Your bank would never ask you to do this over the phone.
Sponsored by Capitec.